Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa, why did she go? I met her back in 2005. It was her crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone, 'cause I can't move on. Whoa, why did she go? Whoa, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I
Welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings. How's everybody doing tonight? We're locked up again, and now I know how to fix it at least. Okay, I found a good, quick way to fix the lockup now, so I'm pretty pleased. I gotta say. All right. Welcome, Gloria. Thank you for your donation. Cancer Queen, thank you for your donation as well. Israt, hello. Creative Karma, Rowan's Impressions, Bartman, Maria, Arshana, and Gloria. Welcome. How is everybody tonight? How is it going? We are here for Saturday night live readings. All right. We got GB. Wants to know if I'm going to hear from the Cap in the next couple of days. Let's see about that. Let's see, is that too bright? I think it is. That is good. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Let's see about that. Boo Boo, welcome. And Mina, welcome as well. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. We got the Tarot Mega Tower. Let's start off with our usual stuff here. Let me back this up a little bit. And there we go. We got the entire Mega Tower in here. We're going to go for new decks today that we haven't used in a while. Let's start out with everybody's favorite, the Celtic or Celtic Dragon Tarot. You know, some people like the Celtic, so other people like the Celtic. Bethany, how are you doing? Chakra, welcome. How is it going? Everybody's here tonight. Cancerian Queen since 2014. Wow, you were here when I was playing video games and not even streaming. I took a little time off, you know what I mean? A little bit of the time off there. And unfortunately, my Google account got locked out. Hannah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And yes, I was gone a little while, just a little while. But, you know, we're back now. And should be back forever, I think. So looking pretty good with all of that. All right, GB. Will I hear from the Cap in the next couple of days? Two of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Rose Impressions, thank you for your donation as well. All right, we are hopping. We've been online for 2 minutes, and we have 5 donations. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. All right. Let's see about the Six of Swords. This is an interesting one, right? The Two of Cups does point to the communication, right? But the Ten of Swords is almost like that they cut off the communication or something like that. Cancerian Queen, thank you for your donation. Another donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Ten of Swords says we almost like cut communication off. We have some communication issues. We have an end to something. Sunflower Tarot, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Got another check in the mail. Sunflower Terror, you're just swimming in the stuff there. It's pretty cool. All right. So yeah, the Ten of Swords says we cut off communication. Ace of Cups reverse. We also cut off just that feel to have that connection, the emotional communication, the emotional connection as well. Sort of having difficulties with that. Again, having difficulties with just communication overall. Very Mercury retrograde feel to this, where we're just not getting what we need in a lot of different areas for this, right? So the Ten of Swords into the Two of Cups. Now, we're coming into the next stage, which is like part 2, right? Act 2 of the movie, or season 2 of the series. Two of Cups says we want to communicate now. It seems that things are a little bit better. We have more opportunities. Communication is going to be better. And the Two of Cups not only fixes the communication aspect that was cut off by the 10, but it also sort of says that we're going to get back into the emotional connection that we so desperately need sometimes, right? Six of Swords being reversed, though. It does say that this is not a long-term thing. In other words, we can connect. Maybe I can start talking to you again. But in the long run, it just doesn't seem things are just going to work as well as they possibly could. So there you go. Philippe, welcome. How are you doing tonight? The my application that handles the donation stuff is freaking out, and so everybody is out of order. So we're gonna have to scroll up and get them back in order. Go with CQ, which is a saying from ham radio. I have an extra class license in ham radio, by the way. All right, let's see. In contact. Why do I keep thinking about this particular person? Let's see about that. See how that is going. Why do you keep thinking about that? Care Bear, welcome. Wendy, welcome as well. Everybody's here tonight. We got a packed house. Been online for like 5 minutes. We got 109 people. This is great. All right, let's see what we want to do with this. Again, I want to do some things we haven't done in a while. I mean, I do want the Druid Craft. The Druid Craft is quite possibly one of the most used decks when I first started, and I still want to use it more. I really want to get it out on the table a lot more, but so many competing decks, and there's so many good decks that are out that are exciting. We want to get to use as many as we can. I love a nice variety. We also got the Stephanie Lou Law's Dreamscapes Tarot. I want to get that out on the table today. That'd be fantastic. I really love the Dreamscapes. It is so nice. It is so beautiful and nice. Why do we keep thinking about somebody when we're not even in contact with them, right? Wow, do we? We do have this dreamy feel already for this. So the world upside down, I think you're affected a little bit with some rose-colored... Dad does ham radio too. There you go. You know his sign and everything. There's call sign. There you go. Yeah, it used to be on 2 meter a lot. And yeah, now that you have internet, there's not really any reason to do that anymore. I used to attend the ham radio exercise days, to where they would hook up antennas, and we would have, in case all the power went out, we would have communication drills and all this other stuff. It was interesting. But there it goes. Now we just have internet, and I'm assuming internet's going to be online quite a bit, especially if we have these 5G satellites in orbit. All right, why are we thinking, even though we're not in contact, the world reversed? It seems like that was a pretty decent time, a pretty good thing. It's somebody that you trusted, somebody that you could really sort of get in tune with, as well as you have some good times, obviously. Yeah, good times, bad times. We always do have a mix of that, to where but a lot of times if the person's not in our sights or not communicating with us, they're not being annoying, we'll do a little bit of the rose-colored glasses feel, to where all you're remembering is the good stuff, you're remembering the niceties, and it's sort of a refreshing thing, right? We have a little daydream, the grass is always greener, the world reversed. We kind of missed that. I want to go back to that. That was kind of nice. I kind of like some of the experiences that we had. I do remember some of the great stuff. Obviously, there are obstacles, quite painful obstacles as well, that is going to be, that is going to be there in order for us to regurgitate this or get this back to where we want. So they're behind a line of pain, or they're behind a line of rehashing the old stuff and all of that. So, realistically, getting in contact with them would involve a bit of drama, involve a bit of things like that, as well as we're not really sure if we want them, right? Well, sometimes we think we want something, we really may want something, but in reality, if we got it back, there would be all sorts of extra baggage coming back that we don't want to deal with at all. But we can daydream, we can look at it, we can assume that all the extra baggage is not there, and it would be great to see how they're doing. And the last thing is you're just plain curious how they're doing. Right? I mean, we have feelings for people. We want to know that they're okay. How are they doing? Do you have a new life? Do you have a new love and all of that? You remember the song, The Same Old Lang Syne? What was it? Jim Croce? No, was it Jim Croce? I forgot who was sang it. But anyway, but that was an interesting song, right? Because they're old lovers. They haven't seen each other in like forever. And they see each other at the store, and so they get in the car and have some wine because all the places are closed, and they just want to know that each other's doing okay. I mean, that's basically the thing, right? So that you have that feel. You have that feel. Just want to make sure they're doing okay. I mean, how are they doing? Are they still around? Do they have COVID? Did they expire from COVID or whatever? So that's you just want to know that they're okay. Somebody you cared about. You just want to see that everything is going well. So there we are. All right. Oh, Hannah, will I be in a long-term relationship in 2021? 2021 is going to be pretty interesting, I got to say. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better than 2020 because, I mean, wow, 2020 was quite a mess. Quite a mess on a variety of things, right? But we want to be in something long term. We want to be in something nice. And I did tease this one. Stephanie Lou Law's Dreamscape Tarot. It's one of my favorite. It used to be one of my favorites. I guess the big thing about this deck is every card kind of looks the same. So there is that. If you're into decks that have a great variety with 10,000 different things, Jamia wants to know if there's a list. There is no list, Jamia. Donations take priority, then a pick at random. If you want to post your question, we'll check that out. In the meantime, let's hook Hannah up with a beautiful person in 2021. You know what I mean? Cancer Queen, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right, if you just contact them, how will they react? Yeah, let's check that out. All right, in the meantime, let's figure out if we're going to get in a long-term relationship. 7 of Cups, Page of Wands, ooh, Ace of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles. I think you have relationship opportunities in 2021. Your biggest thing is your time. You don't have a lot of free time. You don't have a lot of time that you're willing to dedicate to this. You don't have just this massive overflow of time that's sort of coming in and all of this. Also, you've been meeting sort of the wrong people and whatnot. I think that you're in for a long-term relationship. That's part of what you sort of need at this point as well. You have a lot of things that you're sort of looking into, you're looking forward to, and you'd like to share that with somebody. I don't think that you're in a position to where you would just want to go it alone in 2021. I think over time, you're realizing that a long-term relationship would be pretty beneficial for you. You do have 2 opportunities. One is going to be around March. They were like the 1st of March almost. You end up meeting somebody who's going to be very viable for a long-term relationship. They're really business-like. They take a thing kind of seriously, but they have this great sense of humor, and you look forward to talking to them, and they're really sort of entertaining just to be around and be with. So that's going to be one of the bigger options for you. You may want to take that. You may not want to take that. They do have connections to an ex that's sort of bothersome, but overall I think it'll be all right. The other opportunity is going to be around oddly like November-ish, almost like, late, sort of when we're sort of sneaking into the holidays at the end of the year. Arshana, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, we are we're coming into the holiday period. You have another option there. You meet them like at a store or something. But anyway, overall, I think that you have a couple opportunities. I would definitely sort of really look into the first one, the March one, and that is probably going to be one of your better bets. Again, they're really serious. You're sort of not really sure how to take them a lot of times, but there you go. I think that is going to sort of be an option that you want to look into. But yeah, you have two good opportunities. Which one you want to take? It is up to you. All right. Shadowscapes is beautiful decks. I mean, it is a great deck. My problem is all the cards look the same, and the contrast is not big enough for me to really sort of lean on it a lot. But yeah, not a lot of contrast there. Hooping Rabbit Love 80s came in the middle of the read. How is everybody doing tonight? Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate that. All right, Rowan's impression. Should I go work with my friends, even though I don't think fast food is good for me? Okay. Should I go work with a friend? Not the place that we really want to sort of be, but sure. Let's see if we're going to go work there or not. All right, checking out working with the buddy. Is that going to be a thing or not? Let's see about that. See, look, if you look at okay, let's go for decks here because I'm ranting on this deck. If you look at just the contrast, I picked the worst card. I grabbed literally the worst card I could. But yeah, just the contrast between, what am I doing? The contrast between these two. It's super clear what's going on from a distance. I understand what's going on. I like it. We got a nice contrast in the text. It's easy to read. This is not contrasted at all. The text is too light. The text is difficult to read. I'm just not a big fan of the particular text. In addition, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on. I think it could have been bigger card, make it a little better, but I'm not really sure what the hell is going on here. I think we have coins coming out of a fountain. We have somebody up here doing something, but it's so microscopic small. They end up having to just, manually zoom in. This is going really poorly. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. All right, let's zoom back in. There we go. All right. I think that's my biggest problem with the Shadowscapes. It's just reading it in this environment is not good. Maybe I'm old. I mean, I'm not going to just eliminate that entirely. Maybe I'm just old. You know, one of the old people, it's like, I need my glasses. I can't read without my glasses. I can't read it. Maybe I'm just that. Maybe I should maybe I should go get a cane and, you know, some hair dye so my hair's not gray or something. I don't know what's going on, but there is that. So I guess I just appreciate contrasty decks in my elderly age there, right? So there we go. You know, I could just go play some bingo and get some large print books or something, you know, maybe. Here we go. Should I go work with a friend or not? Son, Wheel of Fortune, absolutely. This looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think this is something that you're going to lean on as this is Rowan's Impressions' new career, you know? This is not your better career. This is not something you could be doing for the rest of your life. The Sun is just a great card for that. The Sun says you're going to have fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be one of those experiences where you just sort of run in, you try it out. It's entertaining. It's fun. It's cool to do. The Wheel of Fortune being a day-to-day activity. A repeat everyday job. What comes around goes around. Not only says you're not going to be there forever, but being with your friend, being on a day-to-day basis on this is going to be kind of funny, right? It'll be kind of fun. The Wheel of Fortune and the Sun combination, it means doing this on a day-to-day basis will be fun and you'll enjoy yourself, so you have the Sun. 7 of Coins. Yeah, the minuscule pay that you're getting is kind of annoying. If it is fast food, if that's what you mean. Tash, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. If you're talking about fast food, yeah, you're not going to get hardly anything, and you're going to be smelling like hamburgers when you go home. You know, not the best thing in life. 7 of Coins says the money is just not going to be there. Queen of Swords says you also have almost like this evil dictator of a woman that is that is going to be your manager. So have fun with all of that. Queen of Swords is not a nice person at all. You're going to have one of those experiences as you get in there. You know, fast food always has that one butthole that works there every time. I work fast food. I paid my college by working 2 fast food jobs, so I understand fully exactly what you're saying. But yeah, you always have that one butthole that works there, and you're gonna find out who they are very, very quickly. So enjoy all of that. Overall, you're gonna have fun. Come on, it's a fun little adventure. Make sure that you're getting the other things that you need to get into, so you don't lead on that for permanent lifelong income strategy. KM Corby, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Early retirement. KM is going to be chilling out, playing a Pokemon game, relaxing, watching the TV. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. CQ. We're back to CQ. CQ wants to know. CQ wants to know why I can't type. Why can't Tarot Oracle type? Maybe because I can't see either. Okay, in my defense, hang on. In my defense, the light here, I have it jacked down to barely minimal light. Okay? Care Bear, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So because this lens I have here is a 1.4, so I can turn off all the lights, and just the ambient light from outside would be enough light for the stream. I mean, like literally, it's that powerful of a lens. So I have the light down to nothing, which is why I probably can't read. Maybe I should get a flashlight and bring it in. You know what I mean? Aurora, thank you for your donation as well. We got them stacked up. We got them stacked up in here, and I'm talking about lights and not being able to see anything. But that's how my stream rolls. That is how, if you're new here, this is how it normally goes on the stream. It's just completely random. You never know what you're going to get. So there you go. Yeah, I should turn up the lights, and maybe I wouldn't be blind. That would be great. Would be fantastic. So let's see about this. What's coming for me in love? I think that you need some love. I do. I think that you are bound and destined for something coming in, like an Outlander experience, Has anyone watched the TV show, the Outlander TV show? I'm asking this because I hated the book. I didn't like the rape scene, and she spends the entire book complaining about missing her husband while she's doing it with the guy from the past, the guy from it looks like the guy from Game of Thrones, I guess, and in the book at least. And so she complains the whole time about getting back to her husband. And she finally gets to the stone. All she's got to do is touch the stone. She gets transported back to her husband, and she doesn't do it. It's like you've been complaining all 500 pages about your husband. You just had the chance. All right. Anyway, tell me the TV show is better. I want to see it. Okay. What deck is this? This is the Gregory Scott Tarot. Fantastic deck released this year. One of my top ones for the year. Check it out when we have the summary of all the great decks of the year. So what is coming for you in love? Well, you have a bit of an Aries experience. We do. An Aries feel to this. We have that Nine of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. You do have some romance sort of coming. Well, not really coming. There's some romance opportunities, some romance type things, right? Knight of Cups is indeed Mr. Romance, just like we say. And the Knight of Cups says that we have an opportunity coming in. Look, he's surrounded by the stones, just like in the Outlander, book. But yeah, so we do have an opportunity for that. I think it comes really, really late, though. Gloria B, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. It comes really late. It's like that we have a last-minute experience, and it's an Aries, too. The person is clearly annoying, but, that is an Aries. They're a little overconfident, a little too much of everything, and that kind of experience is a little bit weird, but you think that their personality is kind of cute. They're kind of cute as well, and something interesting to sort of hop onto, no pun intended. You got a couple of sevens. I think this is worth pursuing. I think this is something that would kind of be interesting, but You definitely want to definitely check that out beforehand. One of the things is a person that's kind of emotionally all over the place. So if you're looking for somebody that's going to be rock solid, stable, that's going to be like something out of one of the 1950s sitcom shows, I really don't think that's going to be. Really don't think that's going to be a thing. As well as they're very volatile sometimes. But overall, if you want a short-term, fun little relationship, I think that'd be all right. It would be pretty good, pretty good. But it does come sort of late. It's almost like that last minute type of thing out of nowhere, surprise deal. But there you go. All right. Coming for you in love. Everybody likes the love. Everybody does. All right. But CQ wants to know if I go out and I contact if I contact this person, how will they react? How will they react if I come out of the woods and I leap around the corner and I say, hello, it has been forever, but I'm back. I have returned. And if you're going to do that, I think that you need to use the Dark Goddess Tarot. Dark Goddess Tarot. They spent all of this beautiful edging on this and all of that. By the way, the Heaven and Earth Tarot Kit did not ship this week, Llewellyn. Llewellyn, you said it was shipping this week, Llewellyn, when I called Monday, and I don't have a shipping notification. So I'm going to have to call again Monday and just make sure you didn't forget about me. And I say that because they forgot about me on another deck. They were like, whoopsie, did we not ship that to you? You ordered that 6 months ago. We should have shipped that to you a long time ago. But yeah, I guess I got to call them again. So, all right. CM, I like some love if it didn't always end in heartbreak. Well, it doesn't have to end. If both parties are liking it, enjoying it, getting down with it, I think that'd be all right. But, there's always the one party that just has something. You got the Crowley Thoth deck. Lady, welcome, and I'm glad. I am super happy you got that. You will be eventually satisfied. Don't forget, I have videos on that. We are CQ here, and then we got quite a queue. We got our Shanna, we got Tash, we got KM, ending with Gloria, so we got a bit of a queue, but we're running through it. I promise I won't rant on Outlander anymore. It's okay, even though the rape scene was really weird, really kind of creepy in the book, but why did they put it? Okay, let's move on. How would they react if we contact them? We did a 4 of Swords. It says contacting them is not really going to be the best idea. The 3 of Fire, I actually do think they're sort of in the market for a relationship right now. If you did want to contact them, I'm saying it wouldn't be good long term. I think it would just kind of end really weird, but there you go. Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, contacting them, I think they'd be receptive to it. The 3 of Fire, the 3 of Wands says we are looking, we are in the market. We'd be pretty receptive. I wouldn't mind if you contacted me. We'd have Amazon of Air, though. It's just that the communication would be awkward. There'd be a lot of different things going on. It'd be like a game of catch up. It just doesn't seem like it, all in all, it would be just a great idea. You could obviously like ping them and on Facebook or something like that, post something and just say, not really been thinking about you, but you can post a joke or something that was a private joke between you two, and they sort of get it, that you're flirting a little bit without flirting. But yeah, if you want to try that, that would probably be the easiest way. And so you open the door a little bit, like a little crack, open the door. And if they want to leap in, obviously they're going to do that. They're going to return the joke or something like that. But going forward and being really just, right in their face, this is how I feel about you, I love you, or I've been missing you, or I don't think that's going to work out at all. You need to give them a little bit of a crack in the door. So if they want to open the door, then they can, but you don't want to go all out. But yes, they would be receptive. But if you're looking for something long-term, I don't think it'd be there. If you're looking for something for a little quickie or some fun, reunite sex or something like that, I think they'd be pretty receptive to it. All right. So let's move into reception, into the Rosetta Tarot. Now, this is a Thoth derivative. Everybody knows this is my Thoth derivative. I didn't like their other one. I know they got another one. Yes, I know she's got another one. Yes, I know she's got a blog and like a, an iTunes thing where they talk about, I know all of that. I know all of that. So, but yeah, I don't like her other one though. I just don't. I guess I'm picky about Thoth decks. It's probably my fault, but it is. Again, maybe I'm getting old or something, I can't read the cards. I don't like Thoth decks. So, I'm pretty soon I'm just going to come on here and just be complaining, about my back or something like that. You never know. You never know. AM, but I do know that AM wants to know about unemployment. I've been jobless 7 months. Ouch. We need to get some jobs. We need to get some employment. And to do that, let's use the Rosetta Tarot because I love this tarot. I think they did a great job. Obviously not as good as the Thoth, but it's less sort of in my face. It's less of just an oddball deck than some of the other ones. So, just my opinion, of course. We got love. I mean, it's just pretty. It's pretty. It looks good. It's not extreme. It's not in my face. It doesn't go way over the top trying to impress me. I just like it. I like it. I think it has a good feel to it. All right. We got the Tower, the Queen of Wands. It does seem like the job market has sort of fallen out from underneath itself around you. We have the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups. A lot of the feel here is almost like you need to move. Entertainment purposes only, obviously. This is just an entertainment reading. Never get a job based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet, but it almost looks like you got to move. The market has just dropped out of the place around you. The Queen of Wands. We had a pretty decent market. It wasn't half that bad. It wasn't that bad. And then all of a sudden, it just sort of declines and decays fairly quickly. The jobs are filling up very quickly. The jobs that are posted have ridiculous requirements added to them all of a sudden. Getting into the interviews is kind of difficult, but sometimes you can get into an interview, but they just don't call you back. They don't tell you what's going on. Nothing really happens. It's sort of weird. It's like it just dried up. And now you're sort of concerned that I'm on the bench or I'm sitting there without a job for so long. My experience is just sort of draining out. There's not really a lot of things there. It just doesn't feel right. But the Queen of Wands says it wasn't it wasn't bad before, but then the Tower happened. So this could be COVID. It could be the economy. It could be different sort of market trends, or it could be that the companies just don't have availability with that. But the Tower says it definitely sort of fell out. Science is the Six of Swords. Now let's talk about this. Science sort of means that you have the skills, you have the ability to get something, it's just not available. It also being the Six of Swords, we have the boat in the water with the people in it. It sort of means that moving or looking around, expanding your area, getting into an environment which would be better, would be a little bit more superior for the long run for you. So basically, it just says that around you, the job market just may have just gone to trash with the Tower collapse, and just relocating or expanding your area. Trying to find something that's going to be a bit more distance would be better for you. Jazzy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Love says you are in to find something. So just keep looking. Don't be dissuaded. I know 7 months. The problem with being unemployed for a long period of time is, number one, your skills decay. And so you'll be asked questions and you don't know because you haven't used your skills in 7 freaking months. The other big problem is that you sort of burned out all the companies that are around you too, because you already applied, they rejected you. If you applied again, they'd have you on the reject list. It's sort of a weird place. I sort of understand that. Anyway, again, entertainment purposes only. Never do job decisions based upon anything that I say, because I don't want to get sued. All right. Is there another woman in Nelson's life? I don't know about whom he might start a family. Oh my. Okay, again, we're going to go entertainment purposes only, because I don't want to say there's somebody in their life and then you get mad. So let's do entertainment purposes again. Is there another woman? Let's check it out. Liz Sarr, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. Let's get the manga tarot. Somebody said Little Prince. You want Little Prince, you get Little Prince. We need to do some fun decks tonight. I think the Little Prince is on the list. It is on the list. Paula says, Mom gave me some food. That is the best kind of food, is the free food. Somebody just like preps it and gives it to you. I'm just saying, that's the best. That's the best. Not like I can have any food, but you know, there is that. There is that. That's what I love. I used to love ordering pizzas on Saturday night, and then I'd eat the pizza all day Sunday while I watch football. But I was 410 pounds. Probably not the best dietary decision, I guess. All right. Is there another woman in Nelson's life coming from entertainment purposes only? I'm going to say, actually, yeah, I think you have an opportunity for that to be happening. So, yeah, there you go. Four of Wands says they're at home. They feel at home. They have sort of a little family thing. I know you don't see a family in here, but they, you know, normally there's a man and a woman in here, and the little Four of Wands in the little happy home, having a good time. Five of Pentacles. We found some. We don't feel alone. We don't feel, because the Five of Pentacles is like a Walmart version of the Hermit. You know what I mean? The Five of Pentacles is like we broke. We didn't have any money. We didn't have any resources. It's reversed. Now I have things that are making it better. Now I have things that are sort of being great and sort of making it a little bit superior of a thing. The Five of Pentacles is also a stability card or earth card. Because it's reversed, it means we're recovering from that lack of that. Again, a little bit of a Walmart hermit card here. Now we're getting into the Four of Pentacles. Not only do I have something, I definitely want to keep it, hang on to it. I really sort of like what I have. Nine of Swords, all is not well in fantasy land, though. So there is that. So, you know, my daughter looked at me sideways when Tio said my name. Hello, Paula's daughter. How are you doing? How is it going? I hope you're enjoying Paula's new tarot deck that she got. That looks like this, that looks like that, but, oh, we need to use that one, by the way. But Nine of Swords says, all is not well in fantasy land. Overall, they're doing okay, though. They're muddling through it. I think they're going to be okay. But yeah, I think they found somebody else. They like it. They love the stability. They love the environment. They're really sort of putting their heart into it. They're sort of trying to feel out how that is going to go. All right. My die session says pizza is okay if you restrict yourself. Well, I'm all about not restricting myself and being, you know, just really weird with food. So I grew up in a family that really enjoyed food. I got to say, Raina, $25. Thank you, Raina, for your generous donation. I appreciate that. Raina, let me know if you have a question or anything. Put you on the queue. Thank you again. You are very generous. I really appreciate you. All right. All right. Tash, again, entertainment purposes. Just see if there's a walk away Nelson. He's hiding his other woman from me. Well, I mean, that's kind of your decision. But yeah, we'll look at that. We'll look at that. I love the way you're reading cards. More interesting than reading the card information. Do you see 2020 better for more love and more adventure? Care Bear. Let's check that out. That is a long question. I hope I can copy and paste it, because that is quite the question. Let's see. I don't know about with whom he might start a family. All right. So I assume you're living with him. That's kind of awkward. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. All right. KM Corby wants to know, should I take retirement if somebody offers it? Lunar Cast, thank you for your donation. That sounds like a Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon so much. I'm just saying, that sounds like a Pokemon. All right. KM, doesn't it? I mean, if you had a Pokemon, you had to name a Pokemon. Lunar Cast, that would be it. That would be it. I'm just saying. All right. If you like the way I'm reading cards, by the way, go get my ebook that explains my card reading method. It'll explain everything that you see on the stream over here. And link in the description if you want the ebook. It's only $5. That's cheaper than like most Amazon books, and it's 220 pages, and I wrote it. So you know the author. See, if you have any questions about a book, you can actually ask me. How many authors do you know like that? Like you're reading a book, you're like, I got a question. So you can just come on the stream and be like, hey, page 86, you said this. Like, what about this and that? I'd love to answer you. We can have a discussion with it. You know what I mean? How many authors do you got with that? Strength, what a beautiful card on that. Shall I take it if it's offered? That's sort of interesting. Hierophant says no, actually. Hierophant is the company. It is the superior. It is the boss. It is definitely that feeling to where you feel like you have a poke me on. You feel like you have a purpose. You feel like you have a purpose. Hierophant. I think you like going into work. I don't think you like every aspect of work. It's too stressful. You got some a-holes up there. You'd love to just sit around and do nothing all day. Wouldn't we all, right? Sit around, just play Pokemon, do some online battles and stuff. Get the Pokemon home on your phone and like sort through all your Pokemon you caught that day. How exciting is that? Do some raids. I mean, Pokemon is like the Pokemon right now is totally different than the one that you played before. So if you got a Switch, I'm telling you, Hierophant says you like going in there. Strength says you like the normalcy, you like the predictability. You also like, obviously, the income or anything like that. Early retirement, I think that would be kind of interesting. I mean, you'd miss it. You'd miss the camaraderie that you have with your workmates, going out to lunch, talking to them, hanging out, talking about the football, politics, or whatever you talk about. I think you sort of miss that with that. Queen of Pentacles, obviously, you'd miss the money as well. The Queen of Pentacles, that money is nice, getting that paycheck, and then all of a sudden you're in a position where you still have a paycheck. I mean, you still have money, but now you're looking at it different. You're like, now I have a limited amount of money, and all of a sudden you're thinking like scarcity mindset and all of this other stuff. But I'm just saying, you have plans. Well, okay. Well, KM, I'm just telling you what the cards say. The Hierophant talks about the company, like being there, strength, enjoys that. Queen of Pentacles, like the money as well. Justice, overall, it is an important decision to make. You do need to weigh both sides and figure out which one that you really want to lean on. But there you go. I mean, you have plans, you're looking forward to it, but you ask the question, and this is what I get you. This is what I get you on the cards. So that's what the cards say. All right. OB, what is going on? How are you doing tonight? We got 10 billion readings queued up. So if it takes a while, let's look at the queue again. We are here. So we got all of these to go. So yeah, you are in the queue. We're going to get to you. We are going to get to you. Care Bear, I love the way you read cards. Thank you, Care Bear. I appreciate that. I remember Care Bear from the days of World of Warcraft, where you get on, where you level up on a safe server and then you transfer to a PvP server. All right. Let's see. Yeah, my whole life is nothing but video games. Like, there's nothing that I can't relate a video game to. There's nothing you can put in chat that I can't relate to a video game. I'm just telling you now. Let's go with everybody's favorite, the whatever it's called, this deck right here, Dark Mansion Tarot. They came out with a new deck that's supposedly shipping in October, but I haven't gotten a shipping notification. I'm waiting. I'd love to get their new deck. I bought it. I paid my $60 and I want it. I want the new cards. This is one of my favorite decks. I'm literally just shocked that this really thick, dark coating on this has not peeled off or anything. I mean, whoever printed these cards did a freaking outstanding job, because it hasn't chipped, scratched. I've shuffled the Jesus out of these cards, and it's still rock solid. It looks brand new. Look at that. Look at the edging. This looks brand new, and I have used this at least 200 times. Brand new. Come on, give it up for the quality of those cards. What an investment that was. It's going to have more love and adventure. 6 says yes. Wheel of Fortune says no, and Death says yes. Dharma, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. So, I mean, let's look at this. A little bit of the day-to-day activities, not so much that you're sort of dramatically changing, although we do have a change coming up. All right. Look for around April, I would say April 10th. Look for this death thing, not literally death. Yeah, you read tarot, you already know death doesn't mean death. It means changes. It means moving into phase 2, or moving into version 2.0, like I talk about in my book. Death says, I think around April 10th, you have this experience that sort of comes up. You have a little bit of a rollout or a little bit of a warm up before that. I think February you sort of feel some stuff coming, but you definitely have some adventures sort of hitting up in April. Start about April 10th, sort of goes into the April. Knight of Wands. Cappy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Knight of Wands says that it's not something you want to really get into, though. You backtrack a little bit, you know, when you're riding the bicycle and you start spinning the bicycle backwards, even though you're pressing the brake, you think it's going to help, but it doesn't. Knight of Wands is something you sort of want to backpedal away from a little bit. I don't think that's going to be something. Wheel of Fortune says day-to-day activities are continue as normal. I don't think you're going to be thrown so far out of the comfort zone that anything is just dramatically going to change, but there is an event hitting in April that sort of mixes with that. Six of Swords says you do feel like you're on a new adventure, though, pretty much through the entire year. I think things clean up. Things are a little bit better. Things are moving forward a little bit better than they were in 2020. I think 2020 really had a bunch of stalled out items and all of that. Nina, we have 10 billion people in the queue. I'm sorry, Nina. I'll be here tomorrow. Nina, you know I'll be here tomorrow, the next day, blah, blah, blah. Six of Swords says things are flowing well. We have this boat ride going through the rapids. In 2020, you had a bit of a pushback to where your boat wasn't going very speedy along the stream or the river. I think it's going to be much better moving. Things are going to be moving much better, especially as far as venture's concerned. Overall, it looks just pretty decent. It looks like a lot of fun. So I think that you're going to have some fun there. Anyway, let me know what happens in April. I'm kind of curious myself now. Let us know what is going on. Aurora, what will happen between S and I in December? Let's see about that. That is pretty specific. So AM radio wants to know about that. Let's see how that is going to go. We have quite a queue tonight. Sorry about the wait. I know some people probably been waiting for like 10 hours. They're like, when am I finally going to get my reading I paid for? You're in the queue. I promise you we'll get to you. I won't have any more rants on the Outlander book, I promise. And I just won't do the Outlander book anymore. I really hated that book. I really don't know how that book sold so many copies. I'm really disappointed in that. More disappointed than I have been with the Adventure Works Tarot. The Adventurers Tarot, whatever it's called. Yeah, 33 cards, but we're going to label it as a tarot. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. That's so rude. But let's go with that. What is going to happen between S and I? Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups. I think things are recovering. We do have a recovery feel here, don't we? The Three of Swords, almost like we had a bit of a breakup. We had a disconnect. We had a little bit of infighting. Ace of Swords is just like the communication wasn't there. We're communicating on different wavelengths, almost like AM radio and FM radio. Two different frequencies. We're not getting into that. A lot of this is probably their fault. I think sometimes they're just not good at moving through the process out there that they sort of need to do, right? Ace of Swords communication is just not flowing as well as it needs to. Knight of Wheels, that is sort of an interesting one. It's like that we put all this effort into stuff. We're just not getting the results that we want. We look across the landscape of what we have. We're just not seeing the types of things that we should be seeing. All the work that you put into this, where is the result? And all of that is going on. I want to look back at the landscape and know that everything was okay, or know that at least it feels okay, but it just didn't. It just didn't. But AM radio, I've got good news. I have good news. Hooray! We'll do one sound effect tonight. Is that a good intermediary there? One sound effect tonight. I got to negotiate with everybody. A lot of people just didn't like the sound effects. But there you go. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. It slowly, sort of progressively gets better. King of Cups says all is not lost. We're able to get into this. We're able to sort of master this. I think that both of you are in the place that you know each other by now. I know Aurora, Aroha. I know you. I know how you are. You know how they are. We're going to be able to work it out. This is not something where we're just going to have a knockdown drag out over all. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I wouldn't worry about that. So there you go. There's what happens between you and S in December. So from the chat, it looks like that was on point. So that's very good. That's very good. If you're new here, by the way, like AM radio, please hit that like and subscribe button. That tells YouTube that I don't suck. That's all I'm shooting for. You know what I mean? I'm not shooting for being the greatest reader or anything like that. Even though I have more videos on this channel than any other tarot channel on earth, I'm just shooting for that I don't suck. That's all I want. If I can reach that goal, that is the pinnacle of me. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm probably going to be playing a video game instead of making content. So you're wondering, like, why is there no content on this channel? I'm playing Pokemon. You know, you gotta give it to me sometimes. You gotta let me play the game. Let me catch up on the games, play the games, play my Pokemon. I got a good team going. I'm doing random battles. You know, it's fun. And speaking of fun, we got the Spacious Tarot. We got another AM radio, Ethereal Waves. That is actually more of an AM radio. That is more of an AM radio than Aurora is. I'm just saying. See, all these new people, and nobody has seen the money trick. Has Aurora, have you seen the money? Trinity Fae Tarot, whoa, it has been a hot minute. It's been like 6 months. It is good. Trinity Fae Tarot, I've missed you. I've thought about you every single day. Every single day. You're all I talk about on the stream. I'm just saying, Pokemon Go, I don't like a Pokemon Go. You got to like go out into the middle of the street and walk around and stuff. You get, you know, people are honking at you. It's not pretty. I didn't like Pokemon Go. But there's that. All right. Oh man. I'm playing Pokemon Sword, which is amazing. Much better than the previous generations. I'm just saying, even on the Switch. All right, Spacious Tarot. What is coming between now and the end of October? That's very few days. What's coming towards me? That's very few days. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and Child of Pentacles. It's very earthly feel. I think that you're working on getting everything organized almost. We're trying to figure it out, get everything organized, get everything back in place. The 9 of Pentacles especially. It's almost like we have everything that needs to be organized, and I think that that's going to be okay. Everything's going to move forward and be pretty cool. 7 of Pentacles after that. It's like we don't have everything organized, though. We don't have everything lined up. We need to get it lined up. We need to move. I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2. That's what I'm talking about. HX Shimzy is right on my frequency. I'm just saying. I put in 300 hours into Breath of the Wild. All right. 9 of Pentacles into 7 of Pentacles. This is not a good order. It should be 7 of Pentacles into 9 of Pentacles. That makes more sense. That means that the work that we've done, the things that we've accomplished, the things that we've been working on manifest themselves into something nice at the very end. In other words, the work we did was great. But it's almost like the work is sort of falling apart. We're getting disorganized. Things are sort of dropping out and feeling kind of weird on that. The Child of Pentacles, too. We're reaching for the stability, trying to get that stability in, and sometimes it is just a bit of the challenge sort of moving into that. Overall, the 2 of Cups says that you do find what you are looking for, just like the YouTube song, the U2, not YouTube. The U2 song, still haven't found what I was looking for. I think you find it. I think the 2 of Cups says we're moving towards that. Do we accomplish all of this in October? We only have a few days left. I don't think so. Ulrich, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Well, Guten Morgen? Is it Morgan in Deutschland? Let me know. But Guten Morgen anyway. Yeah, the 2 of Cups says that you're able to get that stability, able to get that working the way you need it to get working. There we go. It's Ulrich. All right. I expected an umlaut in there somewhere. Maybe I've typed too much Swedish in my day. All right. Work and personal life next couple of months. Sunshiny day. Let's see if we can get you a sunshiny reading. speaking of sunshiny reading, I know just the deck for sunshiny day, and it's not going to be the Thoth. I mean, I'm just saying, sunshiny day doesn't want the Thoth. That's one thing I know sunshiny day does not want, and it's going to be the Thoth. We need instead the spacious heart, not the spacious heart. The Playful Heart Tarot is going to be where we're at on this. Playful Heart Tarot. If you haven't seen this, you know, if you're new to the channel, Playful Heart Tarot is a deck that I saw online, and I was like, that is cute. That is, can we please see the queue? It's massive. We are here. We are here. And we have all of these to go. So, yeah, we're kind of backed up tonight. Kind of backed up like a toilet a little bit tonight, I'm just saying. But I'm getting the plunger out, and we're unbacking up this toilet. Just saying that this is going to get done. We are going to knock this out tonight. So let's see what we're going to do with it. By the way, Knight of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and move the box. Okay. We need to get more cards in frame. Knight of Wands and a 9 of Pentacles. That is an interesting combo, don't you think? Work in a personal life. So if you're looking for work, I think the work looks pretty good. It looks pretty steady. And we got the 9 of Pentacles. Sort of means that the work that we've done, the things we've been putting effort into, work out. You know, no pun intended, but they work out. Things are getting to where we need them to be. So your goals are moving along. I don't think they're stalled. I think they're moving forward quite a bit, and that is going to be fantastic. Knight of Wands says we do need to get some stuff going, though. You need to get on the ball. We need to get some stuff moving, and that could be some things that we've delayed. We've been procrastinating. Maybe we've been playing too many Pokemon games. The Knight of Wands says get moving, get started. This is the fire of fire. Very important, very movement-oriented. Get out and get that done. Sunshiny day, you know what that is too, don't you? You know what that is. King of Swords. King of Swords. Some of the negative influences that you've had, I think, are sort of fading into the background. I don't think they're going to be a big problem as you sort of move forward with all of this. I think it gives you the freedom to sort of get launched into the place that you need to literally be. 9 of Wands. If you are set back, and I think you do have a couple of setbacks, don't let the setback really put you back. Run over it. Run over it. Just move it. Move it and get it out of the way, and there you go. CM remembers all of my jokes. CM remembers when I was trying to sell my house, it wouldn't sell, and so my real estate agent brought in a psychic, and the psychic said that my toilet was evil and that I needed to change out my toilet. Oh man, that was when I weighed 410 pounds too. The stuff that I'm just saying. The toilet may have been a little bit evil. When you're 410 pounds, okay, let's not go into it. It's TMI. That's TMI. I'm just saying, the wear and tear on the toilet when I was 410 was much worse than the wear and tear now that I'm 175. Just going to point that out. I mean, you can use your imagination on that. And while you're doing that, while you're using your vivid imagination for that particular TMI, let's go into the Wildwood Tarot. Let's do that. The Wildwood Tarot. Yes, they said my toilet was evil. They did. Soul, welcome. How are you doing? Soul came in just in time for the weird chat, for the weird factoids that we have on the channel. Soul came in at the perfect time. Soul's like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into? Okay. Wildwood Tarot. You got yourself into the Wildwood Tarot. She did say my toilet was evil. Literally told me. Okay. All right. But she did sort of incense the house and use the incense that smells like weed. She used that to clean the house, and she cleaned the toilet with it. The toilet smelled for like 5 days after that, just like that incense. But all right, moving on. Let's see. Will Harry ever change and commit? Harry has not been good. Harry will not commit. We do have the Archer. I mean, I think that Harry does have some hesitation. I think Harry's been reading, Harry's been listening to YouTube, watching these videos. He's just seeing a lot of negativity as far as commitment is concerned. You know what I mean? A lot. Did I get a new toilet? No. A lot of negativity towards commitment in general. Feedback from friends. You watch YouTube videos. Some of them are just saying commitment's terrible. Avoid commitment. You have all these bad things. Sometimes you just get sort of programmed towards that. And you sort of learn from society that commitment's just going to be a bad thing as well. I also think they're sort of scared of commitment. Jazzy. I think that they have some problems. That they have some problems already, and they're thinking that if they get into a big commitment, that is going to be, amplified. It's not going to be something where you're both going to really be enjoying that. Again, afraid of commitment, not really afraid, just avoiding commitment, not really sure how they would behave, not really sure how the problems would amplify as well in sort of that too. Queen of Arrows. Reverse says a lot of times they're not going to have the power that they think that they're going to have with that as well. So their power is sort of diminished. They don't have the ability to do what they want to do when they want to do it. A lot of their freedom is diminished, and a lot of their ability to control things is diminished as well. Because if they want to go out with friends right now, they just say, hey, I'm going out with friends, tough luck. If they're in a commitment, now all of a sudden it's sort of a group choice, whether they get to go out with friends or play Pokemon or whatever they're going to do, right? So you sort of have that feel there. So there you go. That is what the tarot says about that. No, I did not exercise my toilet. I did not buy a new toilet. I ended up selling the house anyway. And whoever bought it inherited my toilet, right? Evil toilet. No, I'm not saying that weird sounds came out of the toilet. It wasn't like haunted where you sit on it and like Casper the Friendly Ghost comes out of your bum and says, hello, how are you doing there, T.O.? I just thought I would say hi. Do you want a magazine? It's not anything like that. I don't know what her fascination was with my toilet. She spent like 20 minutes lecturing me on the toilet. I don't know. I really don't know. It wasn't a big help. I would assume that they would be a little bit of a bigger help than they were, but they weren't. All right. I ended up lowering the price and sold the house toilet regardless. So Carrie's mother was in the toilet. Could be. All right. We did this one already. We do want to do another cute deck, and I think that the Mons Tarot is going to be it. You're going to sage your toilet. You need to get it done. That could be a thing. Just the annual Tarot Oracle official toilet saging. I could come up with a merchandise, maybe a t-shirt that says that the toilet is evil. The toilet is pure evil, and you need to exorcise it or get a priest in there or something. All right. We've dropped like 5 viewers since I started talking about my toilet, but it's my channel. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Just saying, this was actually an event in my life, so I thought it was just kind of funny. My life is one weird event after the next weird event. I could go on for hours. Let's not. How are we going to prepare for a new job? It's coming in 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups, Page of Swords. I don't think you're going to like being there sometimes. It's a very weird, Liz, it's a very weird job. It's like you have some definitive negative aspects that sort of come into the job where you're like, I really don't like this part. This is definitely something that I'm not looking forward to at all. I'm kind of nervous about it already. It is a high demand job too. Almost like they expect you to know stuff that you can't possibly know or you didn't expect to have to deal with. You just have to sort of go with it and sort of work all that stuff out. Oh, we're ending soon. We got like 9 readings to go, but after those 9 readings, we're gonna end soon. But Liz, overall it looks good. It looks pretty good. We have a lot of great cards here. 4 of Wands says you feel at home once you get settled in. Settling in is going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. Liz, settling in is going to be kind of difficult. It's going to be just sort of weird. You feel out of place. You feel like there's too many demands. You feel like they want you to know things you don't know, etc., etc. 4 of Wands, though, says you're going to be comfortable. around the corner. Around the corner. I wouldn't fret with it. Six of Wands says they're really going to like you too. Six of Wands is the person riding along. People are cheering for them. Look at the people cheering, having fun, loving this particular person. And that's what you want to have in life, is you want to have that success. You want to have people cheering for you and really enjoying you. That's what you're going to have with that. Page of Swords, though, says that when you get in there trying to figure out the communication, how am I going to do? How am I going to communicate? I'm saying wrong things. People don't like what I'm doing sometimes. But, you know, overall, that's going to be okay. Page of Swords says you're just beginning. You're unfamiliar with the talk. They use a boatload of acronyms, too, that you have to figure out. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Five of Cups overall, your first day, you're going to go home and think, oh my God, that was rough. That was rough. But don't worry, Liz, go back. Don't worry. You're going to be able to handle it. The demands, not going to be a problem. Overall, they like you in the long run. I think you feel at home there and you enjoy the process. You enjoy the whole thing in the long run. So if you're looking for preparation, just obviously read up on anything that they could be asking you or they could be demanding of you. Just be prepared to do a little homework with that. So there you go. All right. Sophie, welcome. How are you doing? All right. Tash wants some more entertainment. Tash wants to know, should I ditch my lover? Tash, I can't, I can't say if that's going to be good or not. Current relationship dynamic, lunar as well. All right. So let's do Tash real here. Entertainment purposes only, like we always say. Tash wants to know, I want to see if I should walk away from Nelson. All right. Walk away from Nelson. We never can. We don't want to give recommendations for ditching a lover on the channel. We're just going to do a read, see what kind of cards that we get, and hope for the best. In order to do that, I do like the Gilded Tarot Royale, right? Why don't you write memoirs? You would not believe some of the weird-ass things I've been involved in my life. Not voluntarily either. Anyway. Okay. Oh, man. One time we had this... never mind, I can't talk about that. Another time we... some stuff I just don't want to talk about like on a tarot stream. Anyway, it's funny, but it's just freaking weird that I don't know. Let's not do that. Let's stick with tarot for now. All right. Ending soon, by the way. Aurich will be the last reading. Temperance, Four of Cups, Judgment, and the Tower. Okay, basically it's saying if you want something different, you're not going to get anything different. The Tower is reversed. You want something different, some dramatic influence, some things to where we're going to sort of move along and get a bit of a difference, maybe a death feel, tower feel. It's reversed. It's like things are going to go on as usual. Things are going to be moving forward as they always do. Judgment does say that a rebirth, a reincarnation is in store. So if you're looking for some big opportunity, some big movement opportunity, I think that you're going to sort of have that moderately soon. I say moderately soon. I would say in the next like 4 months, 3-4 months. But Judgment says you do have another opportunity coming in that'll make you think of my question, or maybe think of this question, this particular reading. So when you see this, come back and let us know. Yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to make that decision pretty soon. Four of Cups says the biggest problem you're going to have is the availability of somebody else that is the same quality, that's able to put up with everybody's, idiosyncrasies and all this other stuff is going to be sort of difficult. A Four of Cups, not a lot of people, they're going to be around, they're going to be of the same quality. I do think that it's sort of difficult to find people sometimes. Temperance reversed. It's another one where the mixture is just not there. The main problem is the mixture. And the main problem is just the mixture between both of you. It's just how things blend. Because on some decks, we talk about blending fire with water. Obviously, that's not something. In my deck, I talk about blending fire with ice, right? It's sort of an interesting combination, though. But the Temperance says things just aren't blending well. That's the main problem. If we could get it to blend better, I think that we would be in a lot better position overall. But that would be something to definitely sort of work towards, right? Temperance reverse, get the temperance right side up. Judgment, you're going to have an opportunity to make that decision within the next 3-4 months anyway. So that's up to you. That is up to you. I will not actually give you recommendations. I will just say that that is up to you, and look in about 3-4 months for the answer anyway. All right. Lunar Cast. I'm telling you, that is be the best Pokemon name ever. Lunar Cast. Looking for some insight. All right. We got 3 readings to go. In case you're wondering with the queue, we have been hopping tonight. If you didn't get your question answered, we're here every single night of your life. Every single night for the rest of your life. So come on back. I love you. I'd love to see you again. I appreciate everybody being here. Let's do the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Knock that out really quick. We can find it. There we go. Do a little Poe on the current relationship dynamic. What is up with the ex hitting me up as well? We got some things going on. I don't know. Would Lunar Cast would it be like a water Pokemon? What do you think? Lunar Cast, if you were a Pokemon, what type would you be? Would you be a water Pokemon? Maybe a no, I don't think it'd be like a steel or a rock Pokemon. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I think it'd be a water Pokemon. It'd be kind of cool. If they had a space Pokemon, that would be you. All right, let's see about that. The current relationship dynamic, and somebody X is hitting up. What is going on? The Emperor. Well, that's interesting. And the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. What does all of this mean? Squirtle. So many inside jokes on Squirtle. You're a Pisces. You would be a water Pokemon then. There's a power struggle happening, is what we see. The Emperor is power. The Emperor is control. There is a power struggle, a bit of a back and forth with power, trying to figure out who has it, who doesn't have it. By the way, Sunflower Boo Boo, let me know what Sharon's question is. That was like a year ago. I have no idea what Sharon's question is. Yeah, I appreciate that. 7 of Cups. There's a power struggle going on. Part of this is mainly caused by the other person. I think that they have some different ideas, different opinions. The Emperor is not really a bad thing. And the Emperor does say that we do have power, we do have control, but then we have the 7 of Cups weird thing. Along with the question is about dynamics. You're looking for a dynamic, power is going to be the thing. We have that being the start. 7 of Cups, there is a lot of juggling going back and forth, right? That's sort of the nature of the 7 of Cups. We have all these different opportunities, different things to do, different decisions to make. And a lot of times we just can't get those types of things lined up, and maybe just not in there. So there you go. Bit of a power struggle with there. So what does that mean with the 4 of Cups in the Ace of Wands? The 4 of Cups says, it says not everybody's getting what they want, and not everybody's getting what they need. So, there you go. That's going to be sort of a thing. We have the counseling feel here too. Is that going to be valid? I really don't think so for this particular thing, but we do have not everybody's getting what they need, thus maybe the power struggle, decisions, things moving forward, and things like that. Ace of Wands. All right, so let's that's the relationship dynamic, the people coming around trying to hit you up. What's up with the ex hitting you up? Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay, so their life has reached a point to where they are not pleased and not happy with how things are sort of going along. And, it could be they play Pokemon too much, and they're thinking as well that Lunar Cast could be a Pokemon name. No, but I think that they just want to sort of reunite, things like that. Again, they went through a tower moment. Things kind of fell down. Things kind of collapsed a little bit. They want a little bit of stability. If that means that I can contact an old ex, not saying you're old, an ex, if I can contact them and and get a little bit of that feel back because, you know, you're familiar. I don't have to interview somebody for 5 hours on dates. I don't have to see if they're psychotic or not. I already know. And it's so easy. It's Sunflower Tarot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, sorry about that, Sunflower Tarot. It is a hopping Saturday night. It is a hopping Saturday night. But and the question scrolled off a long time ago. But yeah, the ex just wants it. They've had some problems, and they want a little of that old lang syne. You know that song, the old lang syne? I talked about that earlier. They want a little of that. And that has a nice feel to it. I don't got to interview. Going out on dates sucks. I don't know if this person's just straight up crazy or not, right? So if I have an ex that I already know is crazy or not crazy or wonderful, and I screwed up and I let him go, oh, that's so easy. It's so easy. No interview required. Anyway, okay. Cappy, what does A feel for his wife? Well, hope that he loves the wife. Well, let's hope. But you never know nowadays. Let's do the Stinky Tarot. The Stinky Tarot. I'm lucky this person has not come on my stream and seen me call his tarot stinky. I'm just saying. It does have a Sharpie smell. A Sharpie smell. Like a rotten Sharpie smell. And it's got a weird powdery film on it. Other than that, it's great. All right. Not big on the keywords. I'm going to have to admit now. And by the way, we're here every night. If you hadn't hit that like and subscribe, you need to. You need to. I have put the work in. I have done the work tonight. It has been a good night. I've gotten it done. If you like what I've done, leave a like. Hit that button. Scroll over that button and click it. Okay. How do they feel about their wife? Strength, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and ego. They never really got close to their wife. It's almost like they're faking it. You know, entertainment purposes only. Cappy. Entertainment purposes only. They never got close with their wife. It's so weird. They never got close. Ace of Cups. Or sorry, Ace of Swords. I've never gotten close. Okay? Why would I have an Ace of Swords, the beginning of a communication with my wife? It's like I don't understand, or I don't understand what they're talking about. I don't get it. It's not like I'm not on the same wavelength. I just don't care. And I've lost a lot of ground that I should have been making. You know what I mean? Like you should be making progress. So in other words, if I'm playing Pokemon, at some point I should have a good Pokemon team. They should be higher level. I should have all of their IVs and EVs taken care of, you know? But like if I play it for 3 months and all my Pokemon are level 5, something's wrong. And it's like that, the wife. It's like that. Why are we just beginning communication? Why are we just starting communication? We should be long, long gone. Strength says I'm almost faking it. I'm not really there. I sort of do what I do. I do a little hug and a snuggle here and there, but I haven't really made the progress that I need to do. All my Pokemon are still level 4 or 5. Ego is sort of why. You wonder why. Ego answers your question. So this is a terrible reading. This person comes in. He's like, yeah, A loves their wife. And then he comes in and I give him bad news. It's not the Thoth. We're going to use the Thoth for the last reading on Oryx's reading. But King of Pentacles, there's this illusion that they have that everything's great. That everything is great. But that doesn't look good at all. Anyway, there's your read. There's your reading. Probably not even in the channel anymore. They're probably long since gone. But there's your reading. Not exactly the best news. All right. Hello from Germany. Guten Abend, guten Tag, guten Morgen. I have no idea what time of day it is. And I unplugged my Google Assistant. Otherwise, I would ask. Love and work. Where should my focus go? What a great question. Sehr gut. Let's see. That is Orich. Love and work wise, where should my what is the word for love? Oh man, all that German in high school, I have no idea what the word for love is. How embarrassing. All right, can I pretend like I never studied German before? How about that? Let me pretend I know no German. And because I don't know what love was. I don't know what work was either. Oh, this is so sad. That's so sad, man. Like 6 years of German. I have no idea what love or work even means. What is work? I feel like I want to look it up, but I'm burned out. Ich liebe dich. Yeah, the Liebe, that's it. Liebe. Only problem I had with German is just all the conjugations. Like the conjugation for I was just awful. I remember that. They pulled up the conjugation from I and like they wrote it on the chalkboard. And I was like, good God. All right. The conjugations. No fun at all, man. All right. I'm not saying English is any better. English is like the worst language. It is the worst. I can't imagine somebody learning English. If English is your second language, you're a genius. Like if you can speak it, you're a literal genius. All right. All right. Love. Where should my focus go? We have presents. We have lovers. We have the Queen of Potions and the Page of Presents. By the way, presents is basically earthly matters, which could be work. You do have sort of a 50-50 focus within there. Cappy's still here. Cappy, sorry for the bad news. I'll bite. I'll buy it, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, the Seven of Presents. Weird read. Where should your focus be? I don't think you can make that decision. I don't think you can say, okay, I'm going to do 70% work and 30% romance. You know, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that is a thing, really. Lovers says that if you don't focus on love, then it's going to go down the toilet. You know, no pun intended to my toilet story from earlier. And CM, no, the toilet story? No. That's the minimum adventure that I've seen. Lover says it's going to go down the toilet. I think the love needs some day-to-day care and handling. And if you don't put it in there, you're going to have a problem in the long run. Queen of Potions into the Page of Presents. Queen of Potions says you need to be happy with emotions, either with love, with work, with both. If you're not happy with emotions, it's going to affect you in the long run. And I think right now you're feeling that. I think that's why you're asking the question. Normally, that's not a question somebody would ask. But because you're asking that question, because we have the Queen of Potions, which is water of water, you do get a feel. Deb, thank you for your donation. Deb, do you mind if I do your question tomorrow at the start of the stream? We are running out of steam. We have done like 40 readings in a row. So Deb, I'll put you in the in for first thing tomorrow, if that's okay. And we'll get you hooked up there. I got you written down on my notepad here. Okay. So you're feeling that emotional disconnect. You're feeling that. And you're feeling a bit lost with that because the Page of Presents, it feels like you're starting over sometimes, a lot of times. And you're not really, and you sort of like, you know, you got to the finish line and then someone knocked you all the way back to the very beginning. You were just about to reach the finish line. So you feel like, because I'm starting over, where should my focus be? Your focus should be on your heart. It should be on your emotions because that's where the flow is right now. That's where it's going. Because you're back at the starting point, you're going to have to focus on your emotions. If you ignore them again, you're going to have more of a problem, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. But the Seven of Presents says don't neglect anything earthly matters. That includes work. Keep doing the work, keep focusing on that. If you do have a time split between that, maybe you can have your love help you with work homework, if that's a thing. You know what I mean by work homework? In other words, you come home, you need to learn something IT related, you're confused, maybe the love can help you with it a little bit that. So there you go. All right, but that's sort of where it says, sort of says where we're going. Anyway, all right, again, thank you for your donation. Thanks to everybody for being here tonight. Cappy, English is my second language. I'm telling you, if you learned English from as a second language, you are literally a genius. Because English is I'm confused as to why some words exist in English. This makes no sense at all. Adriana, thank you for your donation. Adriana, we are wrapping up for tonight, but I will put you in the queue for first thing on the stream tomorrow. You are there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody hanging out and being here tonight. And we will see you tomorrow night at the same time. Talk to you then.
I don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold. And I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away just to figure out who you are. And I'm in this empty house with your pictures on my wall.